How's it going? Welcome to a day in the life of a 21-year-old Forex trader and CEO. I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning as it's Sunday, so that means that I don't have to trade. However, this doesn't mean I'm not going to be on the charts today. I'll be doing a live breakdown of GBP USD at the end of this video, so stick around. Kicking off my day, I had a shower and brushed my teeth, but I figured no one would want to see that. So I thought I'd start recording at breakfast, which was bacon and scrambled eggs. Here you get to see some Gordon Ramsay type cooking, prepping the bacon into the air fryer, stick it on for 7 minutes. Then I thought I'd make myself a coffee and set up the pan and get the eggs out of the fridge. Try to consume as much protein early on as I can. I had 6 eggs, weirdly bad at cracking them, so much eggshells. Then I thought it'd be a good idea to wash my hands as I had raw egg all over them, and boom, coffee's ready. I do actually have 2 sugars with my coffee, I just didn't film it for some reason. My eggs are ready now, so I'm cooking them up. And I'm ready to scran this whilst watching Chelsea highlights versus Brighton. Come on, you Blues! After finishing my breakfast, I got ready to go to the office, so that included me spending way too much time doing my hair and eventually getting on to shaping my beard. Disclaimer, I normally just chuck on a hoodie and go to work, but I thought this will make the video a bit longer. Actually drew blood this shave as well. Finally finishing the preparation of my face for the day, I put on a hoodie and instantly ruined my hair. We're now finally leaving the house, picking up my laptop and my keys to the office. And just like that, we're here. As it's Sunday, I'm like the only person here, probably gonna have a gym session later. But first, we've got the cardio of 2 flights of stairs. Seem to always be aggressively out of breath by the time I get to my office. After that mini marathon, we're finally up to the floor that I work from. My office is a bit of a mess because I've been working 10-hour days every day this week, but it's still a great little place to get work done. I'd always recommend getting an office so that you could separate your workspace from your house. And as you can see, it's coming up to midday now. After checking my emails, I quickly realized I needed the toilet. Thought this would be a good opportunity to show you a bit more of the office. This is a bit of a trek as well, just to the toilets. Once I got back, I got working on the thumbnail for this video. It was quite a quick one. I just used Canva. If you haven't used it before, it's a really easy to use photo and video editor. I use it for all my thumbnails, any sort of marketing posts and Instagram posts that I really want to look professional. As you can probably tell, I'm very new to editing, but if you look at my thumbnails and the difference between each one, that's how quickly you can improve your skills on this app. Let me know what you guys think of Canva in the comments. Once I'd finished up on Canva, I moved over to CapCut to finish a reel that I was editing yesterday. Okay, so I'm actually filming this video before I go live with the Discord, mainly because I couldn't film the Discord and do it live and upload it by tonight. So yeah, I'm going to talk through the markets quickly on what I think is going to happen. This is a bit of stuff that I did from last week. In the Discord, we actually predicted price to come down as it did, but when trading in general, you're not always trying to just predict, you're trying to look for opportunities that match your bias. Okay, so ultimately, in terms of our structure, we're in a bullish trend on the daily. So what I often do for our Discord is go through the different trends and where everything is going. So daily is bullish still, even though it's had a very big down leg. 4 hourly, and then I'll go 1 hour. This won't be extremely long, just because I'm cautious of how long this YouTube video will be. It's a day in the life, so yeah, a lot of it's been sped up. But anyways, ultimately we've got this bullish leg here. Pull down here, taking out that high, causing a change of character here. Coming down from this low there. Okay, so it's caused a breaker structure here and continue to the upside. Now, when looking back down, for where we're trying to retrace to, we need to find some sort of area that has caused a impulsive movement. Basically an order block is what I'm looking for. So this is the extreme low, and you could see this act as like a kind of a double bottom before moving up. I've identified this little daily candle here that did cause a big surge of movements as well in terms of influx of buyers. There's obviously this area here which caused multiple fair value gaps as well. But generally I was just looking at this as it's the last bearish candle. So it's just a point of interest for me. It's very much in that golden zone of the fib retracement as well in the discounted price. So going down on the lower time frames, just trying to spot, okay, where we could start to see passages of entry basically. So I did have this outlined as a kind of more minor structure, but again, that is very much in the golden zone of fib retracement in the discounted price for an upswing. Sorry if you're completely new and it sounds like I'm talking gibberish, I'm not. It's just the terms that I use. You could see that we've reacted off of this area here, which again would make sense to a degree, so you could expand this depending on what time frame you tend to trade on, and it has tapped it. Once that becomes relevant is for me when it takes out this high here, causing a change of character back to the upside. So this is what I would call a fractal retracement, as on the lower time frame it's coming down into a downwards movement, whereas the daily is overall bullish. So it's a retracement on the daily, but an overall bearish trend on the 4 hourly. Reason I say that is because this low has been taken out and there's potentially a new high created here. So you could argue that when this low got taken out, there's a change of character, very, very tight, and it's kind of like equal highs. Or you could argue this low here, which has been taken out, or that high, that low, whatever. There's clearly a change of character back to the downside on the 4 hourly. So in terms of market structure coming downwards, we've got this pullback, 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 pullback. So until we get confirmation from here, if this is a relevant area, I've got it as minor, but it is a valid point of interest, in my opinion. You could get a reaction off here. If this then causes a change of character, you're looking to either enter, you've got two options, in my opinion. You could either enter off the change of character. This is for swing traders and if you're taking positions. And again, if this isn't your strategy, you wouldn't just take positions based off what I'm saying. But this is a potential trade idea. Again, I would be looking at the lower time frames to get a more unique entry and better risk reward, but you could quite comfortably target that and go for kind of a 2/3R, 2.5/3R. But again, I probably more look towards these discounted demands, mainly because on the daily it lines up a bit nicer for a bigger move. If you can catch that on a lower time frame, then you could get a ridiculous risk reward going to that high again. I would target this as a daily week high. Daily week high, and that low is strong on the daily, but again on the 4 hourly this is strong technically, and every time frame below. So going back to our little chart here, we've got 4 hourly is bearish, looking like a fractal retracement, I'm not even going to say that. It's looking like a retracement basically for the daily, but you never know it. You never know when it's going to overpower the daily or not. Typically, higher time frames hold more strength than the lower time frames, especially when you go down all the way to like the 1 minute and stuff like that. But 1 minute is bearish as well. Very quickly tell that. Don't know if I said 1 minute or 1 hour there, but meant 1 hour. I'll do 30 minutes as well. Bearish, 15 minute, equal low that hadn't got taken out till there, bearish. Because the reason I say bearish is because this is the high that caused the last low, this last breaker structure here. So in order for us to then get a change of character, we would need this high to get taken out, but it hasn't been. I wouldn't count that because it didn't take out that low and it didn't close beneath it until there. But overall, that's at the high here before that breaker structure. So until that then gets taken out, we're still bearish on the 15 minute, and the 5 minute, I'm probably just gonna leave because I don't really care for it. Yeah, same kind of thing. So everything's bearish other than the daily, which is very interesting. So I'd be very cautious until you get confirmation on other time frames to go bullish. if you are going to play that daily move of targeting that week daily high, it's strong on every other time frame, but other than when you go higher to like weekly. But yeah, it's just a very quick breakdown. I'm not kind of trying to go in too depth like I will do in the live with the Discord. If you are trying to get more of this information from me, then I will happily do that. If you get the chance, join our free Discord. I'll do more of these every week. And obviously then you've got our private Discord, which is this kind of like everyday plus mentorship plus our courses. So yeah, it's ultimately a really good place to be learning from if you get the opportunity. Like I said, we've got the breaker structure here. This is a relevant high. You could see that almost uses liquidity to then cause a movement down, like a fake change of character. Kind of would just be a super liquidity if we're going to move further down, because a lot of people would buy. As soon as we saw that, they would get a lot of buyers coming in because we've had a change of character on the 5 and 15. And then people would be trying to at least buy from this area, which could happen, don't get me wrong. You've just got to be able to react to the market. And if that obviously matches your strategy and the setups that you trade, by all means. But again, it could easily do this and then act as a bearish movement to then go towards these more extreme demands, which are very much more in the discounted. And then again, you'd be looking for a similar setup to then go long and wait for more confirmation on 15, 30 minute, hourly, 5 minute to go bullish again. And that would ultimately be a very good position. But from kind of last week, if we go into the Discord, let me just pull it up. 2 seconds. Where are we? Sorry, I know you can only see the thing. So market forecast. Here we go. So we talk about here, if you read that, GE directional bias is bullish. So that's the general direction that we're looking to trade from. As forecasted last week, our technicals told us filling actually wait, this might be the week before. Oh no, it's not. News gave us just that as a catalyst. Now we're in an interesting position in the market because we have a very heavily extended range to the upside from the previous week, leaving multiple imbalances. So why there's multiple fair value gaps or imbalances, whatever you call it, they often get filled. So since we have CPI for the pound this week, it could be a possibility to see the retracement to fill some of the imbalances and get into the discounted, which is exactly what we've done, before we further extend to the upside, filling the higher time frames imbalances before we see a market structure shift and start of a new bearish trend. Okay, so keep in mind we have reached the premium of the major structure swing, so sales could be high probability, however remaining bullish, seeing as the trend is forecasted to aim higher. So ultimately, what this is saying, and this was basically last week, so the 16th, we marked out majority of fair value gaps, explaining that we're initially at the week, we can expect this downswing because we are very much overextended on the bullish leg. So you're expecting price to come down. Currently a lot of daily fair value gaps to fill. So you could see a bearish week as the working range is 500 pips. We're never going to tell you this is definitely a bearish week, this is a bullish week, but we're going to give you opportunities and things that could happen. So as you can see, we marked out multiple imbalances that then got filled. So majority of fair value gaps in blue within the premium of the swing and one to fill in the discounted. Technicals is telling us shorts are higher probability this week. So technicals are telling us it's more likely that the market's going to go down. And what happened this week? So that's what it looked like before. And then, so if you look at where price is, 1.309, and then if you go on the daily, as you can see, overextended on the daily. We've filled these fair value gaps outlined it, and we've pulled into the discounted, which is literally ultimately what that post was saying. So yeah, it's a good place to learn from. Any questions, as always, drop me a message in the comments, drop me a message on Instagram. Follow my only Instagram, Rob Dono. There's so many fakes. It's ROBDONOH. And then the Woke's Instagram is Woke Limited. Okay, appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have a good day. Okay, so it's coming up to 5 p.m. now. I'm going to finish my day in the life here, mainly because I've got to edit all of this and go live with the Discord at 7 p.m. I'm about to go to the gym too, so here's a few videos of me going to the gym. I'm going to do a pull day, so probably about 100 pull-ups and then bicep curls and stuff like that, and a bit of cardio too. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe too.